Previously on High Ground MTG, Kai pilots Bogles to a 4-1 finish. But he's back again this week with a new brew. Can he get that elusive 5-0 finish? Find out in this upcoming video. Let's boogie! Hello and welcome back to High Ground MTG. I am your co-host Kai, and before we get started, I just want to let you know that timestamps for the video will be in the description box down below, and while you're down there, if you would click that like button, and if you haven't already, click subscribe. I'd appreciate it so much. It'd be a great help to the channel. But without further ado, actually that kind of makes sense. Without further ado, let's talk about tonight's brew, shall we? We are going to be piloting Tron, Mono Green Tron, that's right. And what's so special about this version of Mono Green Tron versus every other Mono Green Tron list in the meta? I decided to throw in a couple Maze Mind tomes. I was so impressed with it, with Eldrazi Tron. I wanted to see how it would do in regular Tron. Being able to sculpt your hand is pretty good. So, we're going to throw it in here and see how it does. How is this deck been tweaked for the current meta, you're asking? With prowess and Euro piles and all that. So let's go over to the deck and I'll let you know. So land base is obviously the 3 Tron lands: Mine, Power Plant, Tower, with art by the amazing Ralph Horsley. Definitely my favorite Tron lands. And then we have 1 Sanctum of Ugin, 4 basic forests, and 1 blast zone. So we're pretty low land count, 18, but you know, in this deck that's designed and built to find lands. That's what we're going to be doing. We have 4 spheres, 4 stars, and 4 maps. All the basic Tron stuff, 4 ancient stirrings, the kitty ancient stirrings. The Maze Mind tome that I mentioned earlier, and for those of you who don't know, let's just read it really quick. Put a page counter, cost 2. Put a page counter on Maze Mind tome, scry 1. 2, activate. Put a page counter on Maze Mind tome, draw a card, and then there are 4 or more page counters on Maze Mind tome, exile it. If you do, you gain 4 life. So the gaining 4 life is really good if we can get to the late game against prowess. It's also good to be able to sculpt our hand, so that's really nice. And yeah, being able to draw a card, why not? 4 Sylvan Scrying, 4 Karn the Great Creator. We are a Karn Wishboard package, so we will be fetching out things for Karn, and we'll go over that in a second. 1 Thragtusk, gaining that 5 life is huge, and being able to have the 3/3 beast creature has that little bit of Path to Exile insurance, so we're getting our value. I am playing 1 Ugin the Ineffable. Colorless spells cost 2 less to cast, so in theory, all of our maps and our tomes could be free. And it exiles the top card of our library face down. Look at it, create a 2/2 spirit token. When it leaves the hand, put exile card in our hand. So it's just a form of card advantage. I'm only running a 1 of because it's 6, and it doesn't play nice with the curve. It's a little awkward, but also the -3 destroy target permanent that's 1 or more colors is also super beneficial. So just another threat. We got a ton of planeswalkers. 4 Wormcoil Engine in the deck, the masterpiece version here. That lifelink is super big, and you know, sometimes opponents just don't have a good way to answer Wormcoil Engine. 4 Karn Liberated, the best 3 mana planeswalker around. Y'all know what Karn does. 2 Ugin the Spirit Dragons, the masterpiece version by Chris Ron. Shout out to him. And then on the high end of the curve, we got 2 Ulamog Ceaseless Hungers. This is really great because it's a cast trigger. So even if the spell gets countered, we still get the cast trigger, and that's kind of what I really love about that. And 2 Walking Ballistas, being able to just ping our opponents or get rid of, you know, pesky little creatures. Super good. So that is the main 60. Let's go to the sideboard. Some new tech coming in out of Ikoria is Wilt. This 2 mana instant, destroy target artifact or enchantment, and cycling. We are subbing these out for Nature's Claim. This is my first go out with Wilt, but I've seen a lot of the new Tron lists running this. I think mainly because of the upside for cycling, so it's a good sort. So like, if it's dead in your hand, you can just cycle it away. So running 2 of those. Running another Thragtusk in case we get up against Blue-White. Veil of Summer. Obviously, I don't need to explain how much I hate this card, but we are running green. And we should definitely be playing it. 1 Emrakul. Did I say cool? Emrakul. Yow! Bow! I need some sunglasses. Bow! Bow! So it's got the 1 less to cast for each card type. We can usually get sorceries and lands, or sorceries and artifacts into our graveyard. So this usually gets costed down pretty quickly, which is nice. Even a Walking Ballista in there, it's automatically -2, and 13 is pretty easy to get to. Again, this is a cast trigger, so that makes it a lot better than just kind of having to have it enter the battlefield. So, and then let's go to the Wishboard package here. We got a Graph Digger's Cage to deal with Uro decks. Relic again, Uro deck, Spyglass. This is great against like Blue-White Control, Azorius, that sort of thing. Also, Gruul Prowess, Crucible of Worlds. I'm keeping this in case we run up against the Prowess deck, or the Gruul decks, the land destruction decks. It'd be super difficult to deal with. Ensnaring Bridge against pesky creature decks. Oblivion Stone. So board wipes don't seem as good because as they were, but we are running 1 just in case we need it. A Sundering Titan. Big old creature, another Walking Ballista we can pull, and a Trinsphere to help slow down our opponent. So that is Mono Green Tron in the current meta in fall 2020. I guess it's still technically summer, but in my mind, we're already getting to fall. So without further ado, let's find an opponent, shall we? All right, we have our opponent, Rivrat 2007. Match 1. Let's see how we do, shall we? We lost the die roll. That's already not off to a great start. Ugh. That's not a good hand either. Ugh. We're going to have to mull this hand. As you know, Tron is a mulligan-y hand. That is not a bad hand to keep. But we don't have any way to find the last Tron piece. Mazemind Tome would help. We'll keep this in the dark. We'll drop away Ugin. And then, because we're on the draw, so hopefully we draw into something good here. So we'll see what. Of course! We're up against the mirror. Telling our opponents, good luck and have fun. They're not going to know to hit them. I wonder what kind of tech they're running. Oh, it's just whoever drops. It's just whoever drops turn one Karn. Ballista, not what we wanted to see. I was hoping to rip a map, so we'll see what our opponent has here. Which one's the better mine? This one by Anson Maddox, or this one by Ralph Horsley? Let me know in the comments down below. I think it's pretty great that if you're a Tron player, you get the ultimate selection of lands. Our opponent opting for multiple versions. All right, so they're going to have turn 3 Tron, and we're going to be turn 3 Bust if we can't find it au natural here. Something good here. We need it. Tower. I told you, baby. It wasn't even a question. We're going to drop our tome. This is a good turn 2 thing. So even if they do get rid of one of our lands, we'll be able to scry at the end step here. Looks like they're going to have, like I said, they're going to have turn 3 Tron, which is no good for us. I hate being on this end of the Tron line. Karn Liberated. They're probably going to exile one of our Tron lands. Yep. We knew that was going to happen. Oof. That's bad. Any other time, this hand would have been amazing. All right, we're gonna scry. We're gonna see if we can find a land. All right, I'm gonna put that to the bottom. I'm mainly doing this so we can see the power of Tome and see if it helps. All right, we got another mine. I'm gonna play tower. I'm gonna Walking Ballista on 1. I could kill Ballista. I think I'm gonna do that. That way we can guarantee that we get at least hopefully one more turn. To see if we can rip our next land, and then maybe we could drop Wormcoil Engine. They're probably gonna plus. I say we get rid of. Well, we'll get rid of this mine. Maybe we should get rid of the forest. No, we'll get rid of mine. So, if they restart the game, they're already 2 cards in hand. They could recast another Karn here, or it could be something. Yeah. Okay. So. That's what I was kind of afraid of. We're gonna scry here. Map isn't gonna do it, but we're gonna scoop this up. That was we just won't. We're way too far behind. So good on our opponent for getting turn 3 Tron. We would have also got turn 3 Tron. So let's see. What do we want? Guess we could have Wilt. We'll bring in Wilt. And I don't really see much else besides maybe just Wilt. Ugin doesn't feel very good because we won't be able to destroy target whatever. That's one or more colors. And honestly, an early Ballista is not bad. I'm gonna drop 1 Ballista. All right, we'll try it like that. Oh my goodness. That's not what I wanted. That's... I would like to play first. So we got a tower and a mine and 2 stars and payoffs. We'll keep this. We'll see what our opponent keeps. It's the Battle of the Trons! The Battle of the Trons! So, Star just got reprinted in Double Masters, and Sphere just got reprinted in Jumpstart, if you can even get a hold of that. Oof! That product is super hot right now. Urza's Mine from Rivrat, and a Sphere of their own. The old... what is this? Mirrodin? Besieged. Alright. We're gonna have a mine. So let's crack this. We'll float a green. And we will draw a card. Draw a card. We just need to get to Tron before they do. Oof! That's not what I wanted to see either. Play Star. We could try to crack Star now to draw another card, and we would have 1 green floating. I don't see why not. This might not be the right play. Wilt. Well, bugger. Okay. But that guarantees... well, that doesn't guarantee. But that... I mean, that's a Wilt that's not... that we're not going to draw now. So we could natural into it. Let's see what they have here. So they decide to crack. They float their green. They're probably going to play another piece. So they're going to play map. Okay. So they're a little bit slow. If we had saved that green mana... and a sphere. Okay. So they're making use of their mana. So we could run into a natural, which would be amazing. Sanctum. That's not amazing. Alright, we're going to play mine here. We're going to pass the turn. This is so embarrassing. Yeah, if we had saved that sphere, we could have cracked it and we could have wilted this, but... so they're going to get their last Tron piece. We might just cycle Wilt here at the end of our turn. Where's this power plant? Cool egg. Marketed. So they're gonna crack. Flood of green. So they have enough mana for Sylvan Scrying or Ancient Strings. So they're gonna get a threat here. We still have 1 turn, and we have 2 draws to rip into what we could possibly use. Okay, so they get a Karn the Great Creator. We have our own Karn the Great Creator that we could actually play next turn. So let's cycle this. We really need to get that. We really need to get that Tron piece. Okay, so Sphere. I could just play out Karn the Great Creator here. That would ensure that all artifacts that get played don't actually happen. I guess the other play could have been Sphere into drawing another piece. That might have been the better call, to try to dig our way to find the last piece. What do we want here? I think let's get an Oblivion Stone. I think being able, if we can drop Oblivion Stone and then maybe get a board wipe going, depending on their threats, that might buy us some time, which would be really great. But we'll see. The good news is no matter what they get, it's also a symmetrical effect now. They got their Karn, we got our Karn. That means our O-Stones actually don't activate. So it probably would have been a better idea to get the Sphere and crack it now. So we're just gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. That, or we, draw into natural Tron, get rid of this. Do a bunch of things. Alright, Karn. Which Karn do you like more? Do you like this one? Or do you like this one? I think this one's super BA. What are they getting? They're still choosing. This one has blue eyes, though, which is pretty cool. I like the blue in this. I don't know. This one just looks super dope, too. So, when it came out, I made sure that my Tron deck was about as blinged out online as it possibly could. Alright, Liquid Metal Coating. Which they're going to play here. Oh, they're not going to play Liquid Metal Coating. Okay, so they're going to play Walking Ballista. They still have to attack with Walking Ballista since Karn won't let them activate it. They wouldn't be able to activate with their thing anyways. We could downtick on Karn. What could we get? Get an Ensnaring Bridge. That's not going to do anything right now. We could get our own Walking Ballista, play that for 1, have a chump blocker in place. We could also drop O-Stone. We could also just play Oblivion Stone and then +3 and have it become a creature. But then they could also pump. Well, no, they can't because it can't be activated. So let's play Oblivion Stone. This actually feels like it makes some sense, because then we can +3, have Oblivion Stone be a creature, and then we can protect Karn here. Okay, so we have a 3/3. We're also gonna go ahead and drop the Sphere in case something happens. I don't know. In case we're able to We're just one land away from being able to drop Wormcoil, and even more so closer to being able to drop Karn and Ugin. I mean, we're one land away from just like annihilating everything, so we just need a tower. Pesky, pesky tower. Still not sure about Wilt. It did draw us out of that, so. But yeah, like I said, we've got a 3/3 here. We'll see what they play. This doesn't look good. We also have a little bit of insurance against a Karn liberated. Okay, so they play Wormcoil. I'm fine with that. Because we have double mine and double tower. So we'll see what they do here. 2 mana, liquid metal coating. Still can't be activated. And we can block Walking Ballista as well. They might turn this into a creature. That might be a good idea. And then they just have more mana. If we could just get the Tron land, we could wipe everything out with Ugin. Alright, so they don't attack. Seems wise. They also didn't activate Karn? That was interesting. Ballista, not really what we want. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I wish this was a star, because if it went to the graveyard, we'd still draw a card regardless. Where's Golos when you need it? I could fetch out for a Spyglass, and then we could take a look at their hand, and then I could also still drop a creature. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get a look at what their hand is. Where is the Spyglass? Get rid of this. I don't need this. Whoa! They got a lot of stuff here. So they have another Karn the Great Creator. They've got a Kozilek of Truth. That's 10 mana. 7, 8. They're only at 8. They've got a Sylvan Scrying. So... okay. We're just going to name Karn the Great Creator. So many Karn cards. Karn, you do it. Karn! And then, like I said, we'll drop this Walking Ballista for 1. I think we're just trying to bide time until we can... oh man, if they cast that Kozilek, it's gonna be gnarly. Okay. Because our hand is pure gas. Their hand is not so hot as ours. They played that Liquid Metal Coin. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah. They only have 1 card. Okay. This has turned into quite the, like, mental game. Let's see what they draw here. It's a very much so a Karn standoff, isn't it? This will be rough. This would be extra rough if they double attack in, because I'll only be able to block 1. I'm surprised they're not... okay, so they are swinging. They're swinging both... okay. So that's not great. Okay, so I guess we'll block this. I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll block this because I don't think that they'll get 6. Okay. This is unfortunate though, as all of their lands are turned on now. Sylvan Scrying. It's not what we wanted. 6, 7, 8. All right. That's difficult. Like I said, we do have protection against Karn, but like we don't have protection against the activated ability or like the static ability. So they're dropping their own Oblivion Stone. I guess they could, in theory, crack it, but they would lose a lot of their own stuff. They have the mana to do it. Alright, so they're probably Sylvan Scrying here to get another land so they can get Kozilek. Six, seven, eight. We just need one land. Tower. Even a, well, yeah, a forest would be great, but like, we need the plant. We need a plant this turn. Alright, so they're going to swing in here for 6, 7, 8. 8 is great. Except for it's going to your face. And they're going to gain a bunch of life. Alright. Plant! Plant them! Forest. 6, 7, 8. Well, we'll be able to finally get a plant, but I don't know if it's too little too late. We can't play it. So, and we just don't have anything to play. All of our things cost so much. Alright, let's see what they do. They're going to put a fate counter on something. Are they? Are they? Oh, no, they're just blowing everything. Are they blowing everything up? Oh, no, they're putting a fate counter on liquid metal coating. Interesting. That means that they would have to put another fate counter on Karn. Like I said, Spyglass doing some work here. I think it's slowing them down, but we're going to be looking down the barrel of Kozilek. Annihilator 4. Oh, shoot. So they didn't even do that. So they play Karn. Alright. Oh. Do they have 5 mana up? They don't have 5 mana up yet. Okay. So we have a shot. We have a tiny, tiny little bit of a window, depending on what they do here. Okay, tower gone. They're going to +1. Sure, that's fine. Like I said, it's a good thing we had double protection here. I think we might have a shot if we're able to drop Ugin. Plus, they're not going to have any creatures left over because everything's exiled. Oh, I'm nervous. We're down to 4. But we have our power plant, so I think we'll be okay. Ancient Stirrings. That's great. 7, 8. Alright, Sanctum of Ugin triggers. Yeah, we'll sacrifice Sanctum. What do we get? So we get an Ulamog here. I don't think they can activate this. 7? We need to do 7? I think we lose our Ugin. But that's fine. The ultimate board wipe. What happened? Exile 1 permanent. Ah, no! I've been playing Tron for years. How did I miss that? Oh my gosh. Okay, I guess you guys and gals can biff. I guess you guys and gals can rip me a new one in the comments down below. Opponent says, take Ugin out in the mirror. Yeah, that makes sense. And all is dust, but we're not running it. We were super far behind. I can't believe that happened. I think I'm just so used to, like, playing Ugin and having it, like, wipe everything. Alright, our opponent got us. Opponent very friendly. We all make mistakes. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. I don't know if I'll ever live that one down. And it is going on the channel. Oh my gosh. Alright. Opponent absolutely just putting on a Tron clinic. Maybe they should be the one recording for the video for the channel. Alright, opponent gets us fair and square. We totally punted. Honestly, I don't know if there was a way out of that. That was super grindy for a Tron game, but good games, opponent. Thank you for the fun. Thank you for one of my most epic biffs ever. Alright, let's go to match 2, shall we? Match 2, we are here with Blaze 5545. After that epic biff in game 1, match 1, ugh. Let's see if we can shake that off and have ourselves a good Tron game. Ooh, I am liking this hand. We lost the die roll, but we will keep this hand. Good luck, Blaze 5545. Alright, let's see what Blaze 5545's on. Oh my gosh, we're up against Tron again! What are the odds of that? What are the odds of that? Here I was thinking Tron's not very popular. This is the second time. The second time that this has happened where I, like, play one match and then it's the same in the mirror. And I know this is a different opponent because I have the kitty cat avatar. And our opponent had, like, the Theros one. Tech Edge? What is this? Tech Edge and Tron? What? What is this? Sacrifice only. Hey, they're playing Maze-Bind Tome as well. Interesting. I wonder if we are... They scry immediately. I wonder if they are on... Maybe they're on some kind of Jink Tron. Who knows? I guess we'll find out. You don't see a lot of Tech Edges running around in Tron. We won't be able to play Maze-Bind Tome, but what we will be able to do is play Karn Liberated on turn 3. Turn 3 Tron, turn 3 Karn. I love it. I love it. I had an itch on my leg, that's why I went super close to the mic. Scrying 1 again on their upkeep right before their draw step. That's good to know. That's good to know that people are playing with this card. I really like it. You know, it kind of didn't do... I mean, it's not that it didn't do much for us last game. Okay, so we win. That's cool. So they're on Tron. So we know now that we probably shouldn't keep Ugin in. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe I did that. I was so confident. That's got to be one of the worst punts I've ever made in my life. We'll bring in Wilts, since we know that they have some sort of artifact. I don't know. Maybe that's it. Maybe we bring in an Emrakul. You know? Why not? Why not? Alright, we'll run it back. We'll try it like that. They didn't even let me turn 3 Tron. Come on now. You gotta let me turn 3 Tron. Also, this is actually, you can see the text on here. This water bottle is green, but I can't, like, I have some weird thing going on with my camera. I think the chroma is all messed up. This is turn 1 map, star, forest. I want something a little bit better. I'm greedy. Mull that. I should have kept that first hand. Mole. Mine, tower, we'll keep. 3 cards. You to the bottom, you to the bottom, and a Karn to the bottom. Done. Alright, Blaze 55-45. What do you got? They lead off with a mine. Guess what? We will do the exact same thing. Oh, another mine. You hate to see it. Eldrazi Temple. So they're on Eldrazi Tron. Eldrazi Tron apparently playing Tech Edge. Matter Reshaper. Sure. Reshape that matter. Forest. Play the tower. Don't do anything. Pass the turn. Maybe rip into it. Play the forest. Play Stirrings. Tower mine. We need a power plant, which we don't get. So let's get the sphere instead. Any order. We'll drop the sphere. You gotta fear the sphere. I wish this had updated art. Like this weird, like, what is this? Is his face like sewn onto like this black thing, or is this like black thing like covering his scalp? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. What do they got here? Just waiting on our opponent. Blaze 55-45. Got a tower from our opponent. And a Maze Mind Tome. The hotness of the deck. New hotness. So they're scrying. Interesting that they're just doing it right away. Maybe they have a Pithing Needle. Okay, so they'll probably name Karn here. Just in the dark I would. But we'll see. The fearful want the procedure before a blood festival. The guilty seek it afterward. Alright, so our one payoff they seem to have nailed. So they only have 2 cards in hand as well. That's also good to know. But they also have Tome, so they're going to be able to sculpt things a little bit better. Okay. Oh, no! We clicked through our turn! I think that's going to cost us the game. That was bad. That was bad. Alright, we're just gonna concede this game. I clicked through that, and that's not good for anyone, and we're super far behind. Pithing Needle. That was a bad play. I apologize if you're watching. So now that we know that they're on Eldrazi Tron, maybe we bring in an Oblivion Stone. Just like one main board to like deal with everything. Also Wilt. Just run it back. Run it back and let's see if we can get turn 3 Tron. That's the biggest thing. Is sometimes it's just a race. So we're up against Mono Green Tron, then Eldrazi Tron, then Mono Blue Tron next. Oof. Double Force, we gotta mull this. We got a mine and a star. We're gonna have to mull this too. Mulligan City, here we are. This is much better. Got a mine and a tower and a plant. We gotta turn 3 Tron. We will keep. Put 2 cards to the bottom. So we want to put Blast Zone to the bottom and this Repetitive Mine. Done. So we'll lead with a mine and a sphere. Maybe we can draw into into a threat. So we got Natural Tron. That's one part of the way there. We just need to get a threat. And we have plenty of those in the deck, don't we? I'm talking Ugin. I'm talking Tron. Or I'm talking Khan. All hail the Khan, father. Power plant. Alright. Or, you know, sometimes you just... sometimes you just get it. I wonder if we should save this in case we need green mana. I think we just crack it and draw a card. Perfect. Alright, we'll play a sphere for the turn. Let's see what they play here. They could have the needle. If they have the needle... Oh! This is... Okay, so they choose Karn Liberated. That is not great for us. But we still have the sphere, so if we draw a Wilt, we might be alright. Got a tower. It's not really what we want, but we'll crack this. Stirrings. And... yeah, Wormcoil Engine. That is that threat that I was talking about here. Put those in any order. Alright, we'll play tower for the turn. We only have 5 mana, so we unfortunately can't cast anything. They get to 7 mana before us. Oh, come on. That's so frustrating. Okay, so they're going to take our Wormcoil Engine. Not Seer. And maybe Mono Green Tron's not as hot or as good. Or, you know, maybe if I just didn't make misplays left and right, like, it wouldn't be a problem. I mean, what do they take here? They have a sorcery and an artifact, so Emrakul might actually be the thing that they want to take here. Because we'll have, what is that, 10 mana? Yeah, we'll have 10 mana. So, you know. So they take Emrakul. That seems like a better choice. So it's not bad. We're going to be able to drop Wormcoil. Or, you know. Play the other Eldrazi Titan. Let's see. We cast this spell, exile 2 permanents. So, what do we want to get rid of? Do we just want to, like, absolutely decimate their land base and have them be at 1 land? I think we want to be able to... yeah. Yeah, let's get rid of... okay, so we win the match. Alright, so, yeah. We would have got there. Awesome. Alright, welcome back to match 3 against K. Cooperstock. 1-3-1. We just won the last match. And we won this die roll, so yes, we would like to go first. Let's see, we got 2 mines, a scrying, a star. So we could have a mine, blah blah blah. I think we'll... we have a star we can try to find. I think we'll keep this. K. Cooperstock. Alright, we're going to play a mine and we're going to play a star. And the next turn we can play Ancient Stirrings and see, depending on what we draw. Planes from our opponent and an Aether Vial. Oh my god, again, tax. I have a lot of hatred decks. This one is one of them. Power plant. So we're looking pretty good here. We'll just be able to Sylvan Scrying and search out our last piece, which is fantastic. And then we want a tower. Give me that tower. Alright. So we have turn 3 Tron, which is pretty great. They cannot Ghost Quarter us yet. I mean, they could, which would actually really suck. But we would be able to search something out. So we'll see what they do here. Could be a Ghost Quarter. I imagine it's a Ghost Quarter. Nope, a Temple Garden. So we got lucky here. What are they playing? Charming Prince. Probably gonna scry 2. Yep, called it. Scry 2. Seems to be the go-to mode for this card. I think it's really interesting that this card has like seen play in like taxes builds versus like humans builds, you know? Probably just the modal thing. Alright, so we've got Power Play and Mine backup. This is actually pretty fantastic. They do have white mana, so actually, unfortunately, Wormcoil isn't as great as I want it to be in this matchup. I'd rather have a Thragtusk, because, you know, if we can't get in, it's no good. It's no good. Next turn we'll be able to drop Maze Mind Tome, though, and start sculpting our hand, which would be fantastic. So, alright, so Vial, probably a Giver of Runes. Yep. Oh, that pesky Giver of Runes. So, our Wormcoil engine is now stifled against getting any kind of attack in. Vialing in something. Leonin Arbiter and Ghost Quarter? Ghost Quarter. What do they hit here? They probably hit the tower. Everybody always hits the tower. Of course. So... oh my gosh. Well, they just had the nuts. The absolute nuts turn 2. We are so far behind tempo-wise. Oh my gosh. That was rough. You know, I hate playing against taxes. It's just land destruction. It's no fun. It's no fun. Sylvan Scrying. It's not what we want to see. We'll drop the tome here. This will help make sure that hopefully we hit a land that we want to get to. Play the mine for turn. Pass the turn. It could have been any one of those two and we would have been fine, but it's always the tower. Why is it everybody always tries to get the tower? Is it because it gets 3 mana? Or was it because that we searched that out? Did we search out the tower with our card? Maybe that's what it was. So our opponent knew that that's what we needed to find. Smart on our opponent. Alright, Temple Garden. Violet 3, so they have Flicker Wisp mana up. And they keep back Giver to protect one of their creatures. Alright, block. Damage, main. You know, I realize if we put a stop at our upkeep, we can... Alright, so we'll scry 1 here at their end step, and then if we don't like what it is... Crown Liberated. Super great, but not what we need right now, so we'll put that to the bottom. We'll go to our end step, or we'll go to our untap, and we will just scry on our upkeep as well. Why not? Oh, we didn't put a stop on our upkeep. Well, where are they? They're doing this on our draw step. I hate this nonsense. It's so frustrating. All right, I'm gonna concede out of frustration. Their board is really big, and we don't have the right mana. So what do we want to bring in? We want to bring in our Wilt. I'm not sure I'm liking Wilt as much as I thought I would. Bring in our Wilt. Blue black. They're white. It looked like they're no, they're white green. So bring in our Wilts. Bring in another Walking Ballista. Bring in a Thragtusk. Wormcoils. Not so great here because of Path to Exile. Maybe even bring in an Emrakul. We'll try it like that. I don't think we need to bring in Emrakul. That is so trippy. Whoa. Knocking my microphone all excited. Yes, we would like to play first. What do we got here? Power plant, forest, kitty, mole. We got a tower. We have the mole. Got a tower and a mine. We'll keep this. Put 2 cards. We'll put a forest and a repetitive tower. Player mine, player star. Pass the turn. Alright, Razor Verge Thicket for K Cooper Stack, 1/3/1, and an Aether Vial. On 0, they're going to Vial in Dryad Arbor, I have no doubt. Let's crack this here. See if we can draw anything. We don't. So I'm just going to play a Walking Ballista on 1. Alright, Vial. Ah, what a nuts draw that was, that turn. Just like Path to Exile, Ghost Quarter, and Leonin Arbiter. It just was like, oh, it was just too much. Lost our land, lost our creature, like, oh, it's too much. But we're looking pretty good if we can rip the last piece of the puzzle here. Mine, tower, and a power plant. If we can get that plant. Ghost Quarter. I wonder if they Ghost Quarter us now. Ghost Quarter us on our upkeep. So they don't... Oh no, we're still on our draw step. Okay, so they're gonna Ghost Quarter us. Yeah, it's... Yes. So, what do we want to get? We want to get another tower since there's a less likelihood of us drawing them since there's fewer of them in the deck. And we'll play a tower. And I'm just going to hold back on with this Ballista because it's, the Vial's at 1 and Giver of Runes is a 1/2. So, no sense in sacrificing our creature quite yet. Sorry, readjusting all over me. Yep, just as I thought. Giver of Runes coming in. It's a 1/2. Next turn we can drop Karn the Great Creator, though, and just... I mean, we don't even need to do anything. I mean, it'd be really great if we did. But that'll shut off Aether Vial. It's really nice that Tron just has a built-in answer now to Aether Vial. So, just waiting for our opponent, K Cooper Stock, 1/3/1. See if they have another land drop here. Okay, so they play Plains. That's great. Not worried about that. Which means they could drop Thalia. Okay, so they drop Thalia. That's unfortunate. That makes Karn 1 more, but we could also drop our land. I could sack Walking Ballista to target Thalia and then see if they activate Giver Runes, but it doesn't seems moot. All right, Ulamog Ceaseless Hunger. Just not looking great. Can't play anything because of Thalia. 2-drop. It could be the Arbiter. Imagine it's the Arbiter. Alright, so there's that. We can, however, pump all of our mana into Walking Ballista at the end of their turn, and then give it another counter. So we're gonna swing in for 4. I think we'll take it. They also have Flicker Wisp here. Flicker Wisp mana up, which I'm sure they have. Okay. Let's see what they play here. I think they missed their land. Nope, they make their land drop. Canopy Vista. So we're just gonna pump our Ballista here. Slow and steady. Okay. I'm gonna pay costs. I'm gonna path. That's fine. If they're gonna path, we should have let them path. I'm gonna force them to activate Giver of Runes. That's fine. Depending on what we draw next. I guess maybe we should have let them path, because then we could have played Karn, but we don't have any protection for Karn either, so. Oh, that stupid protection from Colorless. Ugh. Pain in the butt. Pain in the Ballista. Alright, we need land. We need a good land. That's not what I wanted, but that's not a bad land to have. 2, 4, 2, 4, 5. This is gonna cost 3. Alright, well. They're down to 2 cards in hands. What do we want here? What are they targeting? Target the tower. We could cycle the tower. Or we could cycle this Wilt. Or we could cast Wilt. Oh, options, options, options. Do we want to cycle Wilt to see if we can get the last land? 2, 1, 2, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8? They could have a Resto, but they only have 1 card in hand. I think I want to just cycle this. Okay, well. I think that buys us 1 more turn. I think that buys us 1 more turn. But we really need to rip the right land here. But, like, also, this just is not a great matchup for Tron. I mean, so. This is why I hate playing Spiny Mouse when he's always on taxes. I don't want to play my Tron lands, my Tron deck against you. It's a miserable experience. Alright. We have 2 cards in hand, and we got there. So we have our plant. They don't have any answers. We're at 9. Let's see. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, we can't cast that. We could cast a Karn, and then what can we get out of our sideboard? We could cast the Crucible of Worlds. We need protection. Bridge? Will Bridge do it? I don't think Bridge will do it, because they still... Everything... Oblivion Stone? Trinisphere? Wormcoil? So, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4... Crucible of Worlds. Nope. Oblivion Stone. We drop Oblivion Stone. File. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could drop Karn, and then I brought in my Walking Ballista. Walking Ballista would be really good here. It's also, everything would be 1 more. So... I don't think we really have any great options here, but even if I exile a permanent, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it needs to be 2 mana. So they're gonna have to activate Vial now. If they have anything. Otherwise, Vial is shut off. Alright, so Vial is shut off. We don't have to worry about that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I don't think we can actually die this turn. Or this next turn. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4? We'll grab Oblivion Stone. And we'll cast Oblivion Stone. Okay. That'll give us some insurance. This might buy us the time that we need. This might actually get us there. Let's see if they try to activate Vial. Okay, so Vial's not gonna happen. They don't do anything. Let's say I have a way to pump their team. I mean, we're not technically dead, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'd be down to 1 life. We just need 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. We need 1 more land. Maybe we'll cast Ulamog, or we can drop Karn next turn. So, or I can blow up everything with Oblivion Stone, which would be amazing. Imagine they try to attack my life here. Seems to be the right call. They're going to swing all out at me. Makes sense. Especially looking down the barrel of this Oblivion Stone. So I take the first strike damage first. Now I'm down to 1. I play another land. What do they do? Resto here? Shutting off Vial is really great because it's like really like damping Sphere. That's fine. I'm kind of okay with, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm kind of fine with that because I can still blow everything up. Another Karn liberated. Okay, so there's so many Karn liberateds. Yes, let's get a... What do we want to get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's just what it doesn't really. I mean, I'm gonna get this Crucible of Worlds. Something I can play the next turn. I can blow up every single thing now for 5. I only have 1 card in hand. I guess I wait till the beginning of combat? No, let's just do it now. No. Okay. Alright, so we'll wait till combat. Oh, no. This is protection. So I probably should... I was making all kinds of misplays. Okay, so they're going to attack. This means that I can safely blow this up. I think if they had activated... I think if they had activated this, they could have given Thalia protection. Alright, Thalia coming in. And Charming Prince coming in. Okay. We're at 1 life. We're kind of stabilized. Ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. A map? I mean, a map would... What would that do for us? It's 3 mana. I mean, if I drop 3... Play Crucible. I don't think that there's anything we can do. Earthquake. Not really, but I don't think there's anything we can do. So we could drop Crucible of Worlds. Actually, can we play Expedition Map to get? Yeah, I think that they just have us here. I don't really think that there's anything we can get. The only thing that I think we could get right now is a tower. Play this 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, we're so close. 7, 8, 9. We would just be at 9. We needed the land this turn. We needed the land, and we could have taken care of those creatures. Even if we exile a target permanent. Ugh. Rough. Rough. It's principle. Alright, well, our opponent got us. We'll let them swing in. We'll let them get that sense of victory over us. I was like, or maybe they swing in a card. Who knows? We'll see. Bummer. Such a bummer. Yeah, I guess maybe swinging in with that Giver of Ruins was pretty good. Well, we lost that match, so good on our opponent. All right, we are back with match 4 against WB7. WB. After that not so great match against Death and Taxes. Ooh. Don't we have enough of that in real life? Why do we need that in the game? Got a map. Sphere. Also got another map, but we also don't have a land. We're also on the draw, though. Yeah, we'll keep this. We'll bottom Ugin. Alright, WB7. Good luck and have fun. Let's see what you got. Steam Fence. It's going to be permission. It's all going to be permission. Oh, we're up against Storm. Sleight of hand for our stormy opponent. I don't think we're going to win this one either. I don't think this is a great matchup. But never say never. We'll see. We'll see where we get. I thought I bottomed you. Stinking Moto Scrybug. Apparently there's going to be some new MTGO like facelifts from what I've been reading or what I saw that are supposed to come with this new with Zendikar Rising. So I guess we'll see. Alright, Flooded Strand. Cracking that Flooded Strand for an island. And Manamorphose. Or Baral. Pentad Prism. Maybe this isn't Storm. Maybe this is Ad Nauseam. Interesting. That was bad. That was really bad. Fiery Islet for our opponent. Alright, they're going to scry. If we don't draw land, we are super in trouble. Missing a land drop on Tron is really bad. I should have mulled that hand. I know better. I should have mulled that hand. What was I thinking? Pentad Prism, number 2. Alright, come on, lands. Son of a B word. Alright, we'll crack this, draw a card, and scoop it up. Just not where we want to be. Alright. WB7 wins. This game is toast. Bring in our Veils. We'll bring in Wilts. Let's see. What do we want to take out? I don't think Ugin Ineffable is doing much. Maybe even taking out Ballista here. And even a Tome. We'll try it like that. I would like to play first. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. That is not a keepable hand. That is a very keepable hand. And we will scry Ugin to the bottom. Hopefully we don't draw it again. WB7. WB Jones. WB Jones! From The Office fame. Alright, WB7 is mulling to 5 cards. Mull. I like a nice wine mulled over 15 years. It's my fancy rich guy voice. You already heard my announcer voice. Alright, we're going to play plants and the map and the passing of the torch. I mean the turn. Anyone else really sad that the Olympics didn't happen this year? Such a bummer. Especially because they were going to be in Japan. I thought it was going to be super cool. Like, I wanted to see, like, the kind of culture that they were going to infuse there. All right. Slide a hand from our opponent. WB7. What do you think this... Do you think it's, like, Wilbur Bloomington? And he's, like, the 7th kid? Or, in his family? And so he's like... from henceforth, I shall be known as Wilbur 7. Alright, so we're going to play a tower, pass the turn. Lotus Bloom suspended. Alright. I don't really know if we have much against in the ways of combo, except for Veil of Summer, which we brought in, so... We will play Karn, so they won't actually be able to activate this. So that's actually really good for us if they tap out here. Please play a Pantad Prism. They do it? Okay, so you're keeping up counter magic. You could be looking at a Mana Leak, a Remand, any kind of number of things. We're going to fetch out our Mine here. A Mine. Mine. All right. Nothing from WB Jones. I keep saying Jones. Ah, oh, man. It'd be so good to have. Well, I say we go for it. That might not be the right... I mean... If we're able to... I need to not have the tower be tapped. There we go. If we're able to bait out a... Mana Leak, we'll be able to pay for it. Okay, so they don't have anything. Yeah, so we did have 3 mana to pay for that Mana Leak if that was the case. Let's see. Kind of want to play Trinisphere here and drop it. Let's see if we can get it down. Alright, Trinisphere's down, so if they try to cast Lotus Bloom, it's going to cost 3 more. If they try to cast Pentad Prisms for 2, those will cost 3 more. So, who's doing the taxing now, huh? Me. That's right. They call me the tax man. No, they don't. Alright. Other Steam Vents for WB7. We're looking pretty good here. I think the Trinisphere is helping. We got a star that incidentally costs more. We'll play our power plant. Yes. So, what do we want here again? Maybe we get a tome. Actually, maybe we just get a Sundering Titan. Play Sundering Titan. Choose Island, and this will heavily tax them. Okay. Choose Island, or we'll choose Mountain and Island. So they're going to lose 2 of their lands, and the Trinisphere's up. And we have a 7/10, so they're not going to be able to cast their Lotus Bloom. Fantastic. Looks like we're doing pretty good. Looks like we kind of had the perfect draw into this. Sundering Titan was really good there. Trinisphere is going to... Alright, so we won. We won very easily. That was kind of amazing. Super jazzed about that. I think we run it back. I think, you know, let's... I think we try it like that again. Why not? Run it back. Exercise, exercise. We gotta do the stretching. We gotta get limber as you're sitting in that stiff chair. Oh, what a terrible hand. Ooh. Okay. Now that I'm all stretched out and extra limber, I can mulligan this hand. Oh. Tower and a map. That was a problem we got in the first game. So we're not going to repeat that mistake. You didn't say the magic word. Nerds! Alright, mulligan. Can't keep this hand either. This is going to be rough. Got a tower. Mulligan to 3 cards. It's been done before in the past. We got to do it. That's a terrible hand. I don't think I'd ever mulligan past that. That's gone. That's gone. I don't even know. Veil of Summer's gone, I guess. And let's give ourselves a little bit of card draw to see if we can get out of it. We'll play Tower and Pass. Oh no, never mind. They're going to play something and they're going to pass the turn to us because we crushed them that last game. Alright, Lotus Bloom entering the Exile Zone. So I'm glad that we kept Wilt. Hopefully we can draw into a forest or find a forest. Play our tower, pass the turn. Or have some way to getting to green. Alright, time counter off of Lotus Bloom. Why aren't they just playing Mox Tanalite? Alright, Mountain. Look at that blue-red Pyretic Ritual. So triple mana. Maybe there is a Storm deck. I don't know. Whoa! Blood Moon. We're just getting all kinds of hated out here. Taxes. Blood Moon list. It's not even that. It's just... We don't even have a land. Sleight of hand for our opponent. It's magic. Did anyone else watch Chris? What was it? No, I was gonna say Chris Angel. The other illusionist. David Blaine's like Mind Freak. Or no, not Mind Freak. Sorry, I'm getting Chris Angel and David Blaine mixed up. David Blaine's Ascension, where he was like up in the air with a bunch of balloons, like that creepy clown from It. Oh my god. That was pretty fun. Surprised. And then he like jumped out of the balloons. We are so far behind. We are so far behind. That's what happens when you mold a 3. Sometimes the moles just hurt in this deck. They just hurt, and you can't do much about it. green? Got a sphere, which means we'll be able to hopefully be able to get, if we just draw one more mana. We just need one more mana. And see, this is where Nature's Claim is better than Wilt. I'm still not 100% sold on this. What do you think's better, Wilt or Nature's Claim? Should you run a mixture of both? Should you not? Let me know down in the comments. You're fighting through this. And if you want to skip ahead to the next match, because it doesn't look like this one's going to be any kind of winnable, timestamps in the description box down below. But if you want to watch me duke this out, and you'll see how we do when I update the record match right here. So... Serum Visions. What is this deck? Is it like blue-red? What is it? That's what I'm like super curious about now too. Like I want to know what deck this is. What have we played tonight? We played a lot of really good decks. So we played against, dang, Tron, Eldrazi Tron, Death and Taxes, whatever this is. I think this is some kind of like blue-red storm deck. I don't know. Opponent taking a while. Draws a card, figuring out what to scry. I'm gonna scry me a river. 2 cards on top of their library. They got this sweet Lotus Bloom. We need a land here. That is actually a really good land. I'm gonna Sylvan Scrying here. If they want to counter it with their Lotus Bloom, be my guest. Gonna get a power plant. Because we haven't answered a Blood Moon, so there might be a chance where we could, might be a chance. They haven't won yet. Serum Visions, they're gonna draw another card. Shout out to Zebex on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, find her. But she did this incredible, like, cosplay of the Serum Visions. Super, super fun. Like, her mask was super cool. She had, like, super shiny blue glasses and stuff. But yeah, it's on her Instagram, her Twitter. Check her out. Go give her a follow. Tell her High Ground MTG sent you that way. All right. We have another land, which is pretty great. We also have Ancient Stirrings, so let's Ancient Stirrings here. We're going to get the star. Oh, we could have got Karn. Oh, well. I was just thinking about trying to... So play star. I'm going to crack this sphere. See if we can draw into something nice. We'll play another sphere here. It's fine. Like I said, we have the Wilt. Take care of Blood Moon. It would be really nice to be able to take care of Blood Moon. We also have 6 cards in hand. I'm also super, super curious what this deck is. I really want to know. I want to know. Can you show me? I want to know about the strangers like me. My mind went to Tarzan and Phil Collins just now. Circa 1999. Also known as the end of the Disney Renaissance, when Disney kind of stopped making super, super bankable animated movies. That's right. Come for the magic. Stay for the Disney trivia. I am filled in my head with a bunch of useless knowledge like that. All right, WB7 just trucking along in the automobile. The baby beside them at the wheel. All right. So my strategy, like I said, is I'm hoping that I get enough I'm able to get the Tron lands, be able to blow up their Blood Moon. Alright, so there's that. So I'm just going to play Karn here. They have an answer. I want to see it. I'm going to make them have an answer. They don't have an answer, so Lotus Bloom is officially offline. What did we get last time? Oh, I remember what we got last time. Yes. We got Sundering Titan. What do we want to get this time? Maybe we want to get Trinisphere? I think we should get Trinisphere. Next turn we can cast Trinisphere and force them to spend all of their mana on, like, because look at all these cantrips that they're doing. And Pyretic Rituals, like, that won't net them anything, it'll just be net neutral. So next turn we drop Trinisphere. Hopefully we get another land. That'd be amazing. So they keep all of their mana, they don't do anything. I like Karn the Great Creator. Alright, so I'm gonna drop Trinisphere here. I wanna see if they have an answer. They don't have an answer. That's pretty great. I'm gonna hold back on this star. We might get there. We are at 16 minutes, so but they're also at 15 minutes. Let's get this Maze Mind Tome. We can start sculpting our hand next turn. So this is turning into a bit more exciting match than I thought. I thought that they would get us 3 mana. So they're gonna Abrade Trinisphere. Alright. Alright. Abrade away. Squid away. Have you ever done that, like go for the fist bump and then you just octopus away? Yeah. Fist bump me, bro. Squid away. Alright. So they obviously wanted to take... So we took them off of another turn. This is very interesting. This is turn 9, ladies and gentlemen. Turn 9. Turn down from what? Alright. What is going on? WB7. Like I said, all we have to do is draw that one land, and then we can nuke the moon. we want to nuke the moon, see? Gotta get it going. Sylvan Scrying, that's actually pretty good here, so we'll cast that, and we'll get the last Tron piece. I don't think that they're going to want to... I wouldn't see where they could, yeah, like I said, I don't see where they want to counter this. It doesn't seem relevant. We got our mines, so we got our last Tron piece. Let's play our Tome. We can also play Thragtusk next turn, which is really great. I'm so curious what they are trying to do. Blood Moon will only get you so far. Alright, they're tapping out. Well, they're not tapping out, but Sylvan Scrying. Serum Visions. They all start with the letter S. And it is... Oh, it's 9:30. It's not that late. PM. Serum Visions. Put one on the bottom and one on top. But they don't have any blue mana. So this looks like it's a good time for us to crack this. They could have Force of Negation, which would be super unfortunate, but we're gonna do this here. Let's see what we draw. Chromatic Sphere, that's fine. So they need to have Force of Negation or bust here. So they don't have Force of Negation. Oh, we forgot to scry with Maze Mind Tome. I was getting really excited about things. We'll drop Karn here. And I'm going to get rid of their island. Then we will plus for no value because I don't want to lose my tome. All right, we might be marching our comeback here because I don't know what kind of blue moon deck this is, but I don't think it's getting things done for our opponent. Yeah, being able to hide behind Blood Moon is okay, but like you have to follow it up with a threat. Even next turn, I could get rid of Fiery Islet. Oh, until you're up to one target non-creature artifact. Oh, you know what I could have done? I could have done this, and it would have just died. I don't know why I didn't think about that. So that was a misplay on my part. That would have been maximum value. I just I haven't been afraid of this because Karn's been alive for so long, but like I haven't seen a Bolt. Like Bolt could take this out, and then all of a sudden they have all that mana. Let's see what they play here. Pyretic Ritual. So they got 3 red. And then they've got the 4. Pyretic Ritual. Got the 4. 5. Thundermaw Hellkite. Flying Haste. I wonder what they get rid of. Because next turn I can cast Ulamog too. And get rid of a bunch of stuff. This doesn't have reach. Indestructible, but no reach. Alright, so they're coming in, they're taking out Karn. That's fine. I kind of prefer that. Alright. We are scrying. Let's see what we pull here. Tower, yeah. Another land's not bad here. Okay. Alright, so they lose that. Like I said, that's what we should have done before. We'll play the tower. 3, 6, something, 10. Let's get rid of this, and let's get rid of this. Let's get them off of blue mana. Alright, and we won the match. Hey, we got there. Alright, so it looks like we're 2-2. Good games, WB7. Alright, we're back for match 5 against MNM Swanson. MM_M Swanson. Ron Swanson? Alright, again, after that really interesting match 4, back here for the final match. We are 2-2, so we want to win this one to come out ahead. Roll that 2. We're mulling to 5 cards. Let's mull one more time to 4 cards. We'll keep this. What do we want to get rid of? Put 3 cards at the bottom. So let's put Ballista down there. Let's put that down there. And I guess Stirrings. Done. Because this guarantees that we'll be able to find what we need. So lead off with a tower and a map and pass the turn. Yeah, that was a really interesting match 4. I'm so curious, like, other than that Thundermaw Hellkite, like, and, like, the rituals, like, it was just cantrips, and I don't know what else. Hardened Scales Affinity. Okay. So, we're up against that. Alright, we're gonna get our power plant, so we'll have turn 3 Tron for sure. Not bad, not bad. We just need to draw into a threat now. Turn 3 Karn would be great. If we drew a Karn, that'd be pretty great. I kind of wish that we'd ditched this and kept Karn, but you never know in the dark. Sometimes that's just how it goes. Alright, Llanowar Reborn for our opponent. And 1 green for a Arc Bound Worker. Coming in as a 2/2 with Modular. And the Graft mechanic. Alright. Kraken map. We're gonna get tower, mine, and a... We need a mine. We need a mine. Get that mine. Worm coil engine. Worm coil engine. Perfect. I like that we drew into the threat. That's pretty awesome. You could just, you know, put that counter on me. Put it on the worm coil. It's pretty good. Depending on what they have next, they could have Arcbound Ravager. That's not something that we want to see next, but we'll see. Hopefully, ow, hopefully. I gotta get more, like, I need more space on my desk. Keep bumping into things, knocking things over. Apologize. Inkmoth Nexus. This is the one that has Infect, so we're gonna, we need to go turbo now. Arcbound Worker. A Karn would be great. We could get rid of Inkmoth. That'd be fantastic. Alright, so they're paying 1. They're gonna make a servo. I like how this deck has kind of stuck around ever since the banning of Mox Opal. Wow. 2-2, a 2-2, and a 3-3. I don't think they attack here. I don't think they want to. You know what I can do? Is... I could Sylvan Scrying. Bugger. I should have played map. Yeah, I misplayed that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Blast Zone. For 1. So next turn, I'll be able to knock out 4 of these cards. What I should have done was play map for 3, and then played this for another 3, which I would have had. So that was a complete misplay. Hopefully it doesn't cost us the game. Wait, cancel. Let's play this map. Play this map out. Just misplays left and right tonight. I apologize, but only human. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they could triple block too. We're the 26. Doesn't really matter for our opponent. They have a way to get all of these counters onto... They just need a sack outlet. Arcbound Ravager would be really bad here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like, the math goes so quick. It goes so quick. Okay, so they don't have it, which is great. They hold back. That's interesting. Yeah, it would have been better to be able to tap out last turn so they wouldn't have had a chance to turn this into a creature. So, go to our end step. Let's crack Expedition Map. What do we get? What land do we get? Unless we just get another tower. I was going to say a Sanctum, but we're not even going to play the tower. We're going to play... I mean, that's pretty good, too. Let's go Stirrings. Oh, Karn's also excellent, isn't it? Any order. So here's the thing. So if I play Blast Zone and I crack Blast Zone, they're going to activate this land and then modular. When this creature enters the battle, when it dies, and we put 1, it's 1/1 artifact, or 1/1 counters on target artifact creature. So they'll activate this. They'll do that. I think we just get a bridge here, yeah? Okay, so they're going to move that, and then if they get the 3 counters, it would not be wise to... How many counters are they going to put on that? If they put 3... Oh, that was a bad mistake. That was a bad mistake. Just check this out. You know that I have bridge. That was not a good call by our opponent. Because I'm going to drop bridge, and now you could have, like... And I'll play Blast Zone, and I'll pass the turn. So we are kind of safe for the time being, especially against this infect creature, because now there's no way they can get, like, unless they have a way to deal with bridge, main board, I don't know. I don't know if they have a way to get out of this. Karn, come in to save the day again. And bridge. Bridge. Alright, waiting for a swan song. Alright, we win. Bridge did it for us. That was pretty darn clutch. So what they could have done was, like, I think they could have not put the counters on and then modulared. Like, they could have swung. I don't know. I don't know what they could have done. But I know what we want to do. We want to take out our Ugins, obviously. Not super hot. Ugins coming out, obviously. What do we want to bring in? I mean, that's 60 cards. Veil of Summer? That's not gonna do. That's not gonna do anything. Maybe another Thrag Tusk. Just need to be able to take care of those creatures. I have a Walking Ballista on the side. I think that's a pretty good idea to have. Yeah, let's cut a sphere. Why not? Why not? Tune. MN_Swansong. Oh. Chef's kiss. We'll have turn 3 Tron and we'll have Karn the Great Creator. We'll keep this. And we're on the draw, so... Hardened Scales. Never not have it. I'm sure this deck is also running Ozolith. Oh, that means we can also fetch out... It means we can also fetch out... It means we can also fetch out Blast Zone. And we'll be able to blow everything up. Turn 3 is a little slow against this deck, but we'll see. We'll see. We might be able to get there. Just another forest for our opponent. Their Ancient Stirrings it up. There was a card that was just previewed in Zendikar Rising that I was mulling over, like, maybe it would be pretty good in this new build. I don't know what it is. I can't remember. Darksteel Citadel entering the revealed zone. Playing 1 mana. Arcbound. Ozolith. Okay. Alright, Ozolith it is. Play our tower. Pass the turn. Next turn we'll be able to drop Karn. We could, in theory, also get an Oblivion Stone next turn. I'm sure they brought in a bunch of Nature's Claim. Another Hardened Scales. I have half a mind to... And a Hanger Backwalker. X1. That's a 3/3. I have half a mind to just get it now and blow all these 1-drops up. So if we get Blast Zone now, we can play it on 1. We can't activate it, so let's get a mine. Let's get the last piece of the puzzle. Wormcoil Engine. That's not too shabby. Not too shabby. They only have 2 cards in hand, and we know that one of them is a Darksteel Citadel. So So let's drop Karn. They won't be able to put any counters on this. If we drop this down, we keep this at 5. Might just be wiser to... Let's do this instead. Okay, so what do we want to do? Up to 1 target non-creature artifact. So this could just be a 1/1, but we wouldn't have any way of dealing with that. So we're just going to have it be 0. We're going to uptick. I think the value of having Karn just being like this stony silence on a stick is where we want to be. So let's do this. Let's cast Sphere. We'll crack it, and we'll play Stirrings as well. That's pretty good. Let's play Stirrings. What do we want to get here? Let's get a mine. Let's double up. Double up. Yeah, that's fine. We're just going to mine here, and we'll pass the turn. Depending on what they do, we'll be able... We have a little bit of protection for Karn, which is fantastic, because it's at 6 and this is at 3. You know, they have a Darksteel Citadel. Next turn, they play a Nurturing Peatland, so we know that it's still a Citadel in hand. They're going at Karn. It seems pretty reasonable. Next turn, we're going to get our... So I'm going to crack Peatland here. That's totally fine. I'm going to get Arcbound Worker. That's totally fine. Comes in as a 3/3. So, here's what we do. We crack this. We get Blasty Blast Zone. We play Blast Zone. Let's see. Yeah, so we just blow everything up. So it doesn't really matter for the Ozolith. I don't think it happens. So they'll just get the 3 counters. So that'll be up to 6. Okay, so Hangerback Walkers up to 6. We're gonna lose Karn no matter what. I wonder if it would be a good idea to just get Crucible of Worlds, and then I could keep playing Blast Zone every turn. But I also need a way to deal with this 6/6. Which I guess I have in this. So maybe we get Crucible here. And then we just start blowing things up. Yes. But we will get Crucible of Worlds. And then, since we already played our land for the turn, we'll play Mazebind Tome. Pass the turn. I guess Karn's still alive. I don't know why I thought Karn would die. Miscounted. Pass the turn. Looking pretty good. Got rid of all their 1 things, and we'll be able to play this and then just keep recycling Blast Zone over and over and over. 3 mana. What are they playing now? Oh! Brutal! So they're just casting this. Oh, that's so brutal! That is brutal! When this creature mutates, destroy target artifact or enchantment. And so we didn't even get the Mazebind Tome it. So yeah, I would attack myself too. Oof! A Gem Razor just came out of nowhere. That is some sneaky good tech. It's a good enchantment, hey, that's for sure. Well, we're almost there. Alright, so we have Wormcoil Engine down. I kind of don't want to play this now that I know they have that. They have this. My god. That really nerfed us. Could play Crucible here, and we could just play Crucible. Let's be good about our mana, utilizing our mana. We can block with Wormcoil Engine next turn. They'll lose their 10/10, which would be amazing. The Ozolith. That's not gonna really matter. Because, like I said, we'll just be able to recycle Blast Zone over and over and destroy all 1-mana things. Imagine they swing at us. Yeah, that makes sense. We'll go to blocks. They'll go super wide here. And they'll get a ton of Thopters. It's not ideal for us. But we also go up 12? What were we at? I thought we were at a little bit more than that. 6. So they make a ton of tokens here. 6 of them. This is the one time I wish that I could just cast. Are they moving all the tokens? Oh no. We got a Death Link, Death Touch, and a Life Linker. And we can also play Ulamog. We're not out of it yet. We got a map here. Yes, I know I can play on my lands. I could cast Ulamog, get rid of the Ozolith and Pendelhaven. Alright, so let's play the power plant. I know that my plan was to skadoosh this, but 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 12? We'll cast this. We'll cast this hard. I think we just need to get rid of a couple of these Thopters. And we won the match. All right, well, we got there. We got there. That was very tricky to navigate, but you know what? We did it, and we went 3-2. So all right, we won the match. Wow. Anyways, so that is that's the new version of Tron. I gotta say, I'm still really wishy-washy on Wilt. I don't know. I really like having the 1-mana Nature's Claim instant speed. Maze Mind Tome was really great. Ugin the Ineffable, not so much. I think I would just take this out and put in another Thragtusk if I'm being honest. But yeah. So, what do you think? A lot of fun. A couple of pretty gnarly misplays, but going 3-2 with modern mono green Tron. Still, I love the deck. It's a deck after my own heart. But anyways, thank you for watching, and I'm sure I'll get ripped to shreds for that insane punt with Ugin the Spirit Dragon. I cannot believe I biffed it like that. But yeah, let me know what you thought of the video in the comments down below. And what do we? Yeah, and yeah. Until next time, I hope that you have the high ground. Bye-bye from the Kai Guy.
I have the high ground!